Alright. Yeah, we're streaming. Welcome to Xbox Gameplay on my personal channel. This is Train Sim World 6, the new Train Sim World game. So I'm going to go to Training Center. And I'm going to go on to the diesel introduction. Confirm. Oops, no.
In this training module, we're going to learn to drive a diesel-electric locomotive and how the controls differ from a multiple unit. This is a BR Class 66 diesel-electric locomotive, typically used for freight operations in the United Kingdom. In some trains, it is first necessary to insert the reverser handle. We need to do that for this one.
So we have to set this to forward.
We want to move the train forwards, so move the reverser in that direction.
Oh, actually, let me click that video. Oh no.
The train
I just accidentally disconnected the console from the remote play. I just stopped the remote play of the console by accident.
The brakes until you release the lever.
I can't believe I just
Holding
did
up
that.
the other will gradually apply the brakes.
We just relaunch it, hang on.
You need to keep an eye on the two brake. The larger one in the middle is the brake pipe. The outside needle shows the tire pressure, and the inside needle shows the actual pressure.
Yeah.
When you apply or release the brakes, the outer needle moves, and the onboard control systems will begin to adjust the brakes to match your setting. You can make a change to the brakes and focus on the road ahead while the system works to match the pressure you've set. The second gauge of note is the brake cylinder gauge, which is the second from the left.
Oops, no, that's
This tells you exactly what is happening with the brakes on the two sets of wheels on the locomotive. If the needles are raised to a V shape, that means they are fully applied. When the needles are both pointing directly down, the brakes on the locomotive will be fully released.
Down, so that's now released. You can see these dials here.
You can learn more about braking systems elsewhere in the training center. But for now, you just need to remember that you are directly controlling the outer needle on the brake pipe gauge, and that the end result is shown on the brake cylinder gauge. Keep the brake control in release until you can see the brake pipe control needle is reading 5 bar, pointing upwards. This will release the brakes fully.
Yeah, that's speeding up means it's starting. Release.
Watch the brake cylinder gauge to see it gradually reduce to 0.0. Needles pointing downwards, which tells you that the brakes are now fully released on the locomotive and you can move the train. It's important to note that the brake cylinder gauge is only telling you what's happening on your locomotive. If you have wagons attached, they can take a little longer to release, so if the train doesn't move immediately, don't worry. Apply some throttle to get the train moving. As you apply power, notice the ammeter rising, the gauge on the right-hand side of the common sections. This is the amount of power being fed into the traction motors. Try to keep it in the green section, only briefly in the yellow, and avoid the red section to avoid damaging your traction motors.
Yeah, they don't have peninsula recorder anymore because they don't have to pull peninsula recorder from the store. It's no longer available. But you still don't have the owner because I own it.
Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to 0.
But I couldn't
The
release
train
them
will
to
come
pull the
close to level ground, and the train will only slow down
license.
very gradually.
Just why they have to pull the peninsula recorder from the store. Because they don't have the, no longer have the contract license. So they have to pull the peninsula recorder from the store. So they no longer have the contract license. That's the thing. They have to pull that from the store because they don't have the contract license anymore. Those who belong to Coltrane, and that Coltrane no longer has a license to Coltrane, their license expired. So they have to put it from the store. Oh, very fast. I should probably slow them down.
That's far enough. Bring this train to a complete stop by holding the brake control in the apply state until you see the brake pipe control needle in the center of your cab desk showing about 4 bar. The amount of braking you'll need to apply also varies.
I didn't even apply
That
the
concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training centre.
Wait, but the train stopped. I didn't stop the oh. I didn't stop the train. I didn't even get a chance to stop the train. Because I said to bring the train to a stop, but apparently I completed it anyway. But the train was still moving. Oh well. Just hope it didn't crash. Because there's usually an end station here. No. The train set is a small track, so. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Next one is passenger operations. I thought I already did all these, but apparently not. So I'm going to do that layout again.
In this training module, you'll be learning basic passenger operations in this Class 323 electric multiple unit. This part of the training centre is the metro loop.
Wow.
It is used primarily for driver training for passenger trains that are generally shorter or must stop more frequently in normal operating practice. It consists of 2 platforms. In this module, we'll be doing a complete circuit and practicing stopping at both stations. When you're ready, open the door and climb aboard the train.
Okay. It looks like a camera's setting up because of the tail lights on.
Take a seat in the driver's position. Always remember to close the driver's door once you get in the cab.
Yeah.
To unlock the control desk, insert the master key and activate it.
Yeah, I know. I've done that so many times. I know how to
turn the coach lighting on so that passengers aren't boarding a dark train.
Off on the head. Oh, shit. Oh, alright. Yeah, because of the
to allow passengers to board the train, you will need to open the correct doors. In order to use the buttons in the cab, you must first insert and then turn the door key to the on position.
Door. Oh, so to use the doors, I have to actually use the door key for that.
As the platform is on your left, press the open doors left button.
So if I release the door, I actually have a door key. You need to have a door key in order to without the door key you can't open the doors. You need to put in the door key. That's special key, you can't put in the new one, looks of it. I just did turn away because I like having to live in once. So.
The cab light is currently on. Make sure to turn it off.
But then
it's useful to find your way around in the cab, but can be hard to see out of the window, so you should always turn it off before you start moving.
What? But then you can't. How are you supposed to see what's in the cab? You can't. It's too dark. I usually drive with the cab lights on. Seriously?
Headlights in the UK are used to allow others to see the train rather than being a great use to drivers seeing out.
It'd be too dark.
Set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off. While the passenger doors are open and the loading objective completes, you'll notice the bar in the top left slowly rising. Once it reaches the top, the objective will complete and it will be time to close the doors.
But it's not showing on mine. Oh, now it is.
Now the passengers have boarded the train, close and lock the doors using the close left doors button.
It's the blue button.
Apply some power to get moving.
But they didn't even tell me to remove the door key. I don't think I can leave that on. Okay, it's not like that. So hopefully it'll start moving. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh no, no, don't open the I don't think I want to open the cab window when it's raining, otherwise it's going to rain inside the cab, which wouldn't be too good. There's going to be water everywhere. Okay, where are we going? If it's raining, it's only windscreen wipers. Oh, it's written, oh, it's stopped a bit. Why don't we go to bio? It's fine. Oh, that's the menu. You know, good part there, you don't want to press it, that's the emergency brake. You only press it, so it's called emergency brake because you only press it in an emergency. Oh, don't press it. Oh my god, really? You've got to be kidding me. Not that too. Oh, the wheels are slipping. Oh yeah. It's raining, the tracks are slippery. Oh, I forgot I had the camera set. I've still got it set to external because the other training module wanted me to put it in external. Change it back. Where was that? I think it was hot in gameplay. Yeah. True. Yeah. This is immersion one because the training ones require the immersion control scheme. I usually use the classic one. But you can't do the training ones. You can't change the training ones because they require the immersion scheme.
You're approaching the next station.
Okay, so that means
use the power brake handle to apply power so that you come to a gentle stop at the indicated marker on the platform.
The thing is, I always overshoot the station, so. No. Oh, yeah, stream. The dual mode OBS with sound recording, streaming use. Yeah, actually pretty good though, because we do have fast internet, so. As long as there's no problem with IR, then it's fine. Yeah, because we've got really fast internet, because we have something called Vision Box, so we've got really fast internet. Oh, is there getting the controls there? Oh yeah, slow down.
This platform is on the right, so you'll need to use the Open Right Doors button to unlock and open the doors this time. Once again, observe the objective indicator on the HUD to tell you when it is completed.
Oh yeah, I have to put the door key in first in order to open the door, so I can't open them. I have to use that to put the door key in first. Oh, now it's working. See, I thought it wasn't working. I wasn't sure why.
Use the doors closed. Drive the train to the next platform without any further guidance and see how you get on.
Do the same thing again. Okay. It's the brakes, and then put it on one. Because I want to put on too much power, otherwise you can't stop driving, you go too fast. And so some trains you can over the motor, especially when it's raining, you don't use full power, otherwise the wheels just slip over the rails. The train's not going to move, the wheels will just be slipping if you have too much power. They'll just slip over the rails. You're not going to go anywhere, so it's not, it's why you don't want to put too much power either. Then the wheels just slip over the rails. Let's see, what's going on. Oh yeah. It's not coming back. We forgot. Yeah. Monday's a public holiday. Monday is the day off. Monday's a public holiday. It's Labor Day on Monday, so it's not, obviously that's on Monday because he's not coming on Monday, because it's a public holiday on Monday. Public holiday. It's a 3-day weekend because it's a public holiday. It's Labor Day on Monday. It's a public holiday, so it's a 3-day weekend. This one. So I'm doing this one on guide to see how I get on. I've got two internal what leaders in here. Oh yeah, I forgot, I keep forgetting to put it in coast. Well, avoid motor stress and maintenance costs. Because there's 100 meters, so you start slowing down. That's a bit too early. I don't want to slow down too much already, because otherwise I won't get to the station. I have to start moving again. Oh well, I got off the doors, that's but before I could do that, I had to put the door key in. On the left. So I had to press the door release on the left here. The doors are on here. Those are just the last thing. Yeah.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can go back to it at any time via the training center.
Yeah. And that was now the passenger operations thing. But that's simple. I don't think they need to do that because I already know how that works. So I didn't actually need to do that. So I know how the passenger one works. So no, that's not all right. To the trains. You have to do choose a route. Visual training center and then training modules. This one is camera controls. There's a different one, so even though this one is camera controls. What? Okay. What's this training in?
In this training module, you'll be learning about the various camera controls and how to get the best views.
Okay.
You can drive from in the cab or an exterior camera. Exterior views are particularly useful for coupling and uncoupling.
Or I just change it to free camera.
Currently, you're in the cab of this Class 3 degree EMU with the same view a real driver would have. Before experimenting with camera views, set the train up correctly as if ready for departure.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can tell that's on there. And the daylight's set, the headlight's already set. I just set the coach lights on.
We will now explore the camera controls.
Why do you always want me to turn the cab lights off? Then it's too dark in the cab.
See, class includes
Oh. Well, it's not going to do the external view because I just changed the setting. So I have to go to settings, I'm in gameplay, and then where it says free, measure camera switch, I need to set this to external and apply that.
When using a controller, you simply use the same control again to toggle back into the cab. Do that now.
I just did.
Now that you're used to interior and exterior, switch back to the exterior view again to learn more about it. From the exterior, you can move the camera around. Use the controls indicated to move and turn the camera. Spend a minute just practicing moving and turning the camera.
I don't know how this works because I've played this game for a while already. I've been playing, I've had the other transcendent games too. Most of the same thing around here. Oops, that was the horn. I just accidentally honked the horn. I accidentally honked the horn. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally honked the horn. I accidentally honked the horn.
You can zoom in and out using the indicated control. Try it now.
Right stick. Right stick. Oh, you're right. Hold the right stick.
While in an external camera, you can also interact with some elements such as junctions. You'll be learning about junctions properly in a different training module. But for now, fly over to the indicated junction and change it by interacting with it using the controls indicated.
External junction? Oh, this one. Oh, that's it. Oh.
There's a lot more to learn about cameras, including numerous other camera modes. You can find out more in other areas of the training center. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Oh wait, I accidentally got the train to move. Oops, I accidentally put the power in forward right before we finished. So now I've got a train on the loose because I just exited because I completed the module and now the train's, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Is it? Well, I mean, it told me to set it up as if we were departing, so it wasn't my. I didn't do that on purpose. They told me to set it up before, as if we were departing. So there we go. Let's check some more. Excellent screen elements.
In this training module, you'll learn about the on-screen overlay known as the heads-up display.
HUD, that's what HUD stands for, heads-up display. Oh, what have I done now? Have I broken it?
Display, or HUD. You'll see it when you're in control of a train.
So that's what HUD stands for. It stands for heads-up display.
You can configure a range of parameters for the HUD that affect how it looks in the game settings. In this tutorial, you're going to take a look at the two main types of HUD and make a first choice of which one you prefer. Get started by climbing up the ladder into this train and sit in the indicated driving seat.
But that's the wrong side. I can't get out. Oh, right. Right. Oh, crouching. Let's go. Don't tell me.
Welcome to the most important seat in the train. Before you can start learning how to make the train move, you're going to need to understand what the HUD is telling you. There are three types of HUD. The one you're seeing now is the normal HUD. You'll learn that first, and then take a look at the minimal HUD next. There is also a simple HUD, which is essentially a cut-down version of the normal HUD. The HUD is a guide.
Wait a minute, what? Because look, there is a setting where obviously it's HUD and gameplay. HUD. How do I change what kind of HUD I have? How do I do that? It's connected to my controller. You display. That's the true display screen. What's that? Where is the HUD thing? How do I change what the? Oh, there's a HUD default. How do I change the HUD? You know what type of HUD I have? It's not there. Oh, accessibility. Yeah. Well, that's just large and small. No. There was this thing that is a simple HUD. How do you do that? HUD type, here it is. Simple.
To show you what the train is doing, how you're doing, and what your next objectives are. You can.
Oh, maybe it wasn't simple. Maybe it was minimal.
Tune what's shown here using the game settings.
That's how I remember. Minimal.
The main part of the normal HUD is the speed display in the bottom right. Your current speed is indicated by a white bar that will appear on the outside of the speedometer, and there is a red mark that indicates the maximum permitted speed.
Because I haven't used the other HUD in ages. This
is the direction display. An arrow will indicate the forward, reverse, and neutral directions. A cross, or X, means the reverser is currently either not inserted or in the off position. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power or throttle control is in. If the display is white, it refers to power. If the display is yellow, it means powered braking or dynamic braking. If the display is red, then the throttle is currently locked out and you will need to take steps to release the lock before power can be applied. You can learn about troubleshooting elsewhere in Training Center. These are the brake indicators. The exact one shown will vary by train and will often be visible in the train itself on the various gauges. These gauges tell you what is happening in the braking system. The most important one is the BC, or brake cylinder. In most trains, when this reads 0, that means the brakes are released. Anything else, and the brakes are applied.
There we go.
In the top right is the track monitor.
Why are we going backwards?
This shows you the line ahead and allows you to see all the signals and speed limits as you're approaching.
Why are we going backwards?
The track monitor shows the signals.
I put the brakes on.
Red, yellow,
what is this train doing?
But when you get more confidence, you can hide this information.
Oh, but that's the power. Oh, bugger.
Game settings.
That's not the right indicator. Shh.
As you accelerate, the track monitor extends distance, so you can see much further ahead at higher speeds. This is all done automatically. Now that you're familiar with the normal HUD, it's time to take a look at the minimal HUD.
Yeah, I have it on now. Oh no, not the minimal.
You can change this via the game settings, but for this tutorial, the game will change it automatically.
I already changed it.
You can see that most of the HUD is now gone. You're left with basic information in the top left corner.
Because I'm going to turn them all off. Wait, what? I put the brake. Okay, this is getting ridiculous.
The minimal HUD immerses you in the experience of driving the train. Use the train's rear gauges as much as possible.
No, I put it in brake.
In the top left corner, you will see the information about your next objective and some limited information about what the train's doing, such as the current speed, the speed limit, and the gradient.
Oh my god.
Use the game settings to add and remove information from the minimal HUD.
So it doesn't do other trains
information. You'll find driving more challenging, but also more immersive and rewarding. Experienced players might prefer the minimal HUD, especially when driving from the cab view. The normal HUD is ideal for newcomers or anyone who wants to drive from an external camera. You can switch HUDs in game settings.
Yeah, I already did.
Do you want to start with the normal HUD or minimal HUD?
I always do minimal. Jeez.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Yeah, I just realized because I haven't played this game, which is why it was so on default settings. Because I haven't played this game yet, so I had to set up all my settings because it was still on default settings. Alexander, I need to, oh, I've got a notification. What's this? Oh, I unlocked an achievement. I've got 10,972 gamer score points. Maybe I just unlocked another achievement. Okay. Yeah, so usually I prefer the classic control scheme, not the immersion, but the training modules require the immersion control scheme. So. No, I've got moving a train part 1. Wait, we did the part 2 first. What? Why is the part 1? Why did we do the part 2 first?
In this training module, we're going to learn how to make a train move and then bring it to a stop. For this exercise, you'll be using a British Class 323 electric multiple unit. It's a great train to get started with, as the controls are quite straightforward. This module will get you used to the feel of the train and its controls.
Really? You're not letting me do anything. What are you doing?
Well, many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways. There are basically always 3 controls that are common and required to use the train.
Oh my god.
The reverser chooses the direction you're going to move in. It often has 4 positions: off, forward, neutral, and reverse.
Why is it?
The brakes are used to slow or stop the train. There are potentially multiple braking systems you can find in different trains, and you can read more about that in other sections of the training center. For now, the Class 323 has a very simple braking system. The throttle controls how fast the train accelerates. In this train, the throttle and brakes are controlled by the combined power and brake handle. Moving the handle in one direction works like power. The middle position is neutral and does nothing, and then the other end applies the brakes. You will find in some other trains that the throttle and brakes are on separate handles. Before you go any further, set the headlights for daytime running and ensure the tail lights are off.
Why is this already on?
Now pull the combined power and brake handle towards you to release the brakes and apply power. In the top left, the accelerometer shows you how fast you're speeding up or slowing down.
It's not moving, so I'm going to put it on 1, P1. There we go. You can't open the door when the train's moving, it's locked. Only I've worked out on some trains it isn't. So I can't contact the signaller? What the heck? Usually you can contact the signaller in this game. What the heck? Maybe the signaler's phone's broken? No, I contact the signaler, it doesn't work. That's all. And that's a train stop over the road. I don't think I was supposed to turn that on. Every 30 kilometers an hour.
Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to the center position.
Yes. Yeah, I can't use the. It seems the signal on this phone doesn't work in this train. That's weird.
When it comes to stopping trains, the specifics of each train can be quite different. However, the basic process is fundamentally the same.
Alright.
Bring this train to a complete stop by moving the power brake handle into the braking range. The amount of braking you will need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Knowing the right amount to apply will come with practice and experience. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling it, particularly stopping it in the right place. That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
That worked. I concluded it. It was part 1 because apparently we did part 2 first. I don't know why, but I think I didn't put it in the one, and I might have mixed it up. I was thinking it was supposed to be part 1 first, and then part 2, not the other way around. Well, I thought I labelled it wrong. I don't know. Maybe that was part 1 the other one. Where next? Got railway navigation. I've got railway navigation.
In this training module, you'll be learning about the live 2D map and how it can help you understand where you are, where your objective is, and how you can change the path of the train to get to the right place.
Seriously.
Under normal circumstances, the driver has little, if anything, to do with where a train is going. It's all handled centrally by a signalling centre or dispatcher. Within yards and depots, however, you will find that these are often managed by the crew of the train directly. That means you. You can tell whether a junction is manual or automatic by looking at it. If it has no big lever, then it's automatic and you can't influence it. If it does, then interacting with that lever will change the junction. For this module, you'll take this class 323 from the siding here next to the main loops and set all the junctions yourself to direct the train to the switch lines, and then change ends and repeat the process to bring the train into the depot. Your destination has been set over in the switch lines on the far west of the training centre. Use the map to follow the path from the train to the destination and change all the junctions you need to get there. If you make a mistake and go the wrong way, you can go back and try to correct it. If you're not ready for that, just restart the module and try again.
We'll go set a junction. We'll like that. But that's 1.3 kilometers away. Yeah, I'm not walking that far. Oh my god, that's 1.3. That's way too. I'm not going to walk that far. You think I am an idiot? It's way too far to walk. So I'm going to go set. Let's just drive there because there's no way I'm walking 1 kilometer just to switch a junction. That's ridiculous. A kilometer, 1 kilometer just to set a junction. That's way too far. That's ridiculous. Why would I go 1 kilometer just to set a junction? That is ridiculous. I'm an idiot. I forgot to set this to free again. I keep forgetting to set it back. What the heck? I've got to go 1 kilometer just to set this junction. It's ridiculous. Alright, I just want to... What the hell? Oh shit, I accidentally opened the right passenger doors. Pussies. Just press it. Oh wait, the door key, I get closing. Put the door key in. Yeah, there's no way I was going to walk a kilometre just to set the bloody thing. The fuck? Why is this train not moving? Hello? Oh wait, I left the door open. Oops. I forgot I need to close the cab door. You see, because the cab door, when the cab door's open, it's also got brakes. Oops. As the cab door also has brakes, obviously, so I can't drive off the, I can't, I'm trying to move with the cab doors open. No, I was going to walk 1 kilometre just to set that junction. That's way too far. Jesus. I don't lose an hour to walk all the way back as well to the train. Then I can feel multiple things.
You've made it to the first destination. Go ahead and change ends in the train, and you can try one more time for practice.
I'm going to change ends in the train. Right. The door open. I'm not even a cat yet. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to set this cat up.
Once again, use the map to adjust the junctions between your train and the destination. Where the black lines on the 2D map aren't aligned with the blue path, change the junction. When you're ready, get moving.
That same junction, change back, isn't it? No, it's not too far. At least it's not too far this time. Just 100 meters. Okay, at least it's not too far this time. So the other time it was 1 kilometer. There's no way I was going to walk that far for a fucking junction. Now slowly walk all the way back to the train. Back here, like I said, I think that's the wrong way. What's this one? I think this is supposed to be set to left, not right. There you go. Because I'm pretty sure they're supposed to match up. Anyway, now it's going to walk all the way back to the train. So I'm going to set, is it right? Is it no? It was right. Okay. Let's get moving. Let's get moving, shall we? Alright. This is easy, man. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Lovely. Oh, yes, I think that's what you can do. There's junctions everywhere. Yeah, we're heading on the right one now. Oh, it's that. Stop.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Fucked up. That worked, yeah. No, for some reason I thought something was going to go wrong. Nope, it looks like I had the junctions all set correctly. Nice. Got. I don't know what checking lines on the locomotive. Diesel locomotive? No, that's a steam locomotive, so. We have the from Metrolink. We already did this one, the 182 introduction. This one has no photo. Why does that one have no photo? Why does this one have no photo? I thought class 375.
In this training.
Oh. No, I want to respect. Oh, I mean help. Oops. That's the yeah. No, that's not the one I was looking for. I didn't know which one it was because I didn't put a photo on that one. I don't know if I still have that train there. I had 100 car one, and it's on my YouTube channel as well. The same channel I'm streaming from right now. Let's have a look, shall we? No, it's not that one. No. Three, no. No, not that one. That's the one I'm looking for. Not that one. I think it's this one. It's a catwalk swing there. Last 350 I haven't completed. That's 15. Oh, okay.
In this training module, you'll be taken through the operations of this R350/1 electric multiple unit.
And then, so what I want to figure out is a
For this introduction, you'll be driving the train a short distance and performing passenger operations.
I did something and it stopped working. That's why I want to figure out a dovetail fix that. Because there was like for format, I wonder if I fixed it. I don't think that's like it.
Set the master.
What did I end up doing? That messed up. I don't even remember what I did.
This electric multiple unit, or EMU,
yeah,
features dual electrification and can be used with both third rail and overhead electrification.
Oh. That's the battery on. AC power. Oh, I had to hold it. Oh, right.
Set the pantograph switch to the up position. This will raise the third rail shoes to disconnect them and raise the pantograph to connect with the wires above, swapping the power collection from 750 volts DC third rail to the 25,000 volts AC overhead.
Let's go. Let's push it up.
Set the headlights to daylight to indicate to others.
So let's see. So that train behind. Yeah, look, the pantograph isn't raised. There was a wire for it, but it's not raised. Don't tell me Dr. still hasn't fixed it.
Set the reverser to forward. This controls the direction of travel.
Oh, right. No, so it is already set forward. But the pantograph is not up there. So if there's the pantograph, it's folded, it's not even up. Okay. because it's diversified in place. Let's use AC power. And then set this to up. You see the pantograph is still down. Let's try DC instead. Wait, did I actually turn on DC? Because it's at the whole. That's what I mean. This is AC power, and the other one's DC. Photograph's still down. Why is it not raising? It's not working. Still down. Usually doesn't work. Yeah, safety service trip, touch doors. Same thing, yeah. Yeah, let's go on. The photograph just doesn't raise. Yeah, looks like Dovetail still hasn't fixed that. Yeah, Dovetail, it seems that Dovetail still hasn't fixed it. Oh well.